Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild. I recorded a few minutes, but I decided that I don't want to have that anymore. And so you can see that I have put down some stuff here. I've changed some stuff in the back room here. There's this window now that is basically the bridge room and the how's that called, the living space there, I don't know, has now a window to this back room here. I have put up another door with another force field, and I have put down some cargo containers, prepared the whole room for the cargo containers, for more refineries here with some conveyor junctions. And so I'm now putting in more of the machines we have here. Then I decided that I want to keep the space here a bit more open, because it's a huge space where we can maybe make some experiments. I had the idea to maybe try or maybe make another nanite section here, just to test out how we could do it in the front. And if this one turns out to be a lot better than the one we have in the front, the nanite module in the front, then we can leave this, remove the one in the front, and yeah, maybe we can make some improvements on that. That's always neat to do, and that's one of the things where we have no layout basically from the original, or not the original, but from the digester I've modified. And so we could do some experiments here. That would be neat, I think. The room is a lot bigger than the one in the back with all the jump drives, so this is an opportunity we have here. So while I'm doing more work with the refiners, I wanted to just, don't know, talk about some stuff that I was thinking about the last days and yesterday. So I was doing some YouTube stuff, not cleaning out, but I just answered comments and did some work there and all that stuff. And I recently hit 2,500 subscribers, but one of these YouTube, the people always call it purge. I can't call it purge. That's not the word I would use. Yeah, YouTube cleaned house a bit, and so I lost enough subscribers that it brought me back below the 2,500 subscribers, around 10 or so subscribers I lost. And that bumped me out a bit. It's what is to say is that on YouTube the it's not only the subscribers that give you a number that tells you how many people there are and all that stuff. It's also basically the views. So you also want to see high view count and all that stuff, and that's running well for me. So the 10 subscribers that went were, don't know, old accounts, people that don't even watch or something like that. And so from a realistic perspective, these 10 people didn't really matters when it comes to the numbers. Just for the numbers. For the psychology, for me being bummed out about it matters, because I was happy on stream, by the way, that I reached the 2,500 subscribers, and suddenly YouTube removed them again. That's a bit, yeah, that bums you out a bit. And YouTube seems to do that when ever I reach one of the milestones, you could say. It was with 2,000 subscribers, it was the same. For 1,000, I didn't notice that because the 1,000 was so fast. But for the 2,000, I definitely noticed that I reached the 2,000 and then suddenly, dang, gone again. I had to reach the 2,000 multiple times, basically. It's not neat to have that. And then, yeah, working on my channel, I saw something that got to me a bit. I saw a comment that someone left me, and one thing I want to say is that I'm happy to get critiqued. So if someone comes and says, "Hey, maybe do this and that," and it's not a don't know, and if it's not something that is too bad to do, something like swear more or scream a lot more, then that's not something I really, a critique I really would like to have, because this whole channel is not about screaming and swearing and all that stuff. But if something gets uninteresting, then yeah, maybe tell me, let me know, so we can figure it out and talk about it. And that's something I as a YouTuber really need. I know that it is hard to go and say, hey, your stuff is not interesting to me anymore, and I don't want to watch you anymore. That's completely okay. I'm the last one to be mad about that, but at least let me know why. That's something I definitely want to say. Don't just say, okay, I'm not interested anymore. Just go. Maybe let me know. We are at the moment still a community here that is not so big that we can do that. I know that a lot of people came for different reasons. So I started up with Minecraft, and so some of the people that came for Minecraft maybe don't watch me anymore because I'm not playing Minecraft anymore. Some people came for Starmade, and I'm not doing that at the moment, or I may not ever do that again. So that is all a thing that is completely understandable. The people that are here for space engineers, let me know if there's something. Don't know. We can talk about a lot of stuff. And if you have ideas, then let me know. And if they're not too unreasonable, again, I will not scream. I will not swear. I will keep playing Space Engineers. I'm not willing to. Don't know. It's not willing, but other games at the moment are not so interesting to me that I want to bring them to the channel and all that stuff. So, but at least, yeah, give me something that I can think about. Just if you just go, nothing changes. And if you want to have things change, then you have to at least let me know that this and that is up, and you think a different way. If it's something we can't agree on, or if it's something we will not get on the same page about, then everything is understood. But just saying, okay, I will go, is something. Yeah, again, I would more appreciate if you would come and at least let me know what the problem is. Then I can think about it, do something about it. If I'm not willing to do something about, or if it's something I don't want to do, that's the same basically. But if it's something that completely goes against me, then we are not on the same page anymore, and then we need to split. But just go and say nothing, that doesn't help me. So that it's weird to talk about that right now, but that's one thing that came up, and I needed to talk about that. Give me a chance to, or let me know what you think when it comes to YouTube and all that stuff. That's always appreciated. If you're not mean-spirited or something like that, that's something I wouldn't appreciate. But being able to make my content better and all that stuff is always a good thing. And again, no screaming, no shouting. Multiplayer at the moment is not working out. Making more creative builds. Making immediately saying no to specific things might not be the way to go, but again, some things are the way they are, and you will not be able to find consent when it comes to certain things. So, but again, a lot of people say to me that it's good to have a smaller community, because then you as a YouTuber are still able to communicate with your viewers. It also goes the other way around. So a smaller community enables me, or enables my viewers to get in contact with me. So you have to basically, not have, but you can do the same, get in contact with me. So let me know if you lose interest or something like that, and let me know why. Moving on, all that stuff is not the problem. But information is always good to have when it comes to making YouTube videos. So I want to, this room is still open to space, and it might be some of these openings here. Yeah, it might be this. I want to close off this area here. I will do that with an airlock that gives me the possibility to go into the back room there. Airlock. And I want to close it off more so I can pressurize the room. 6. Turn that around. So. And we might want to close off this part here. I'm not sure how airtight the thrusters are, so I will just make this big plug here and then close that. This how's that called? There's the space between the roof, not the roof, the ceiling of the room and the floor of the next room. There must be a word for that, something technical. And this will be closed off anyways, but it's always good to have that thing also airtight, so that you can open it if you want to reach for the conveyors here or something like that. So that airtight, good thing to have. So this works out. Now I will close these, or I will close in these containers, and these containers will be the containers for ore. I will transfer all the ores back here so that they are close to the refineries. I will set up these refineries also as ore refineries or as tin refineries. I have the 2 refineries in the middle space that I can manually fill. Oh man. Okay, let me fill in these parts here and set up the refineries so that we have an airtight room. It seems that these containers are airtight, so I wouldn't have to close them in because these are not done yet, but it already fills with air. I had to close some holes up here, and the problem seems to be the thrusters. There was holes there that led to the back thrusters there, and after closing these, the air vents started to work. Good, this is closed in. I didn't have set up everything yet. I need to do that, and I will also close this in. One thing I wanted to bring your attention to is, should we do some rounding off here? Maybe have something like this here. I could get rid of these and then maybe have some slopes here that makes this whole thing here maybe a bit nicer if it is not just straight. If it's just a bit more rounded. Not sure, but I think that's a bit nicer. I might do that in the front too. Then get rid of these stairs here, and I want to put down. Oh, what's? Okay, yeah, okay. This will automatically, go away when I close that in. And we need to put some stairs down. Maybe we could even do that here. Let me... No, this wrong. Hey. This grinder is just too crazy, so I have to be careful that I don't let out all the air that these 2 air vents pumped into this here. Stairs. I could just put down some stairs here so I can go up here. That's neat. I will keep that. That's neat. And we can... I'm not sure if these refineries are enough for now. So we still have space to at least bring in 1 more row of refineries. And then we have 16 plus the 2 in the front, 18. That should be enough for this ship. Absolutely enough. Good. Let me do some more work here and set up the refineries and the containers here. That's a lot neater than we had it before. So the ceiling is not done yet. I want to see if I have to lay more conveyors around and if I need to change something up there. So that's why it stays open for now. But everything else seems to be in order. I have set up the refineries to run automatically. All these containers are set up to have ore in them. I've put down a cargo container here so I can get to the containers and to, don't know, to an inventory so I can grab stuff. So I know that Refinery 7 is one of the newer ones. I could go to the whole list here now and it's completely useless. Let me go out. That's the worst part. That's one thing that absolutely needs fixing for me, and I need to take a look what that is. That for some reason the control panel gets completely clogged up and the simulation speed drops there. I need to take a look at that. Yeah, now the ores are in here and it should be split up. Don't know how good that is, but everything seems to be in order. I renamed the one in the front. There were 3 ore containers here in the front. I renamed them to component containers, so we can store more components. The assemblers should be hard at work to bring us all the components we can get in there. That is really, really neat. Now we could go on mining runs and have these containers being filled up with ores. Not sure how often we will have to do that. I might want to rename some of the containers in the front to ingot containers. It has to do with the balance. We have 4 big containers on the pill miner and we only have 6 containers in here. We could put down some more, but for now I will go with the 6 we have. Keep them. If we ever need to upgrade that, we still have room basically to the top and we can open that up and then put some more containers in there. I hope it's not necessary. I think I never filled with all the ore that I got. I think I never filled more than 1 container. Everything's fine. The refineries are running. That's good. And yeah, now we can concentrate on other things. Like later, we need a color for it. We need to make a bit of a trip to see how she handles, because I might need to add some more gyroscopes, and we can think of a way how to do this part here, the other, or the updated updated nanite module basically. That is neat. Looks good. One thing I need to lose is a bit of the straight lines. I need to think about a way how I can do that. Add some trim. I did that here, for example, that I added a bit of trim to get away from the complete smoothness of the ship, and that's one thing we need to think about. Okay, most of the gyros, by the way, are at the moment located somewhere here. Yesterday I have added up some more, and we need to see how good she steers now. I never really took her out for a spin. She will be slow, really, really slow, although she has a lot of, you can see that we have 6, 12 and 18 in the front, and I think we have a few more in the back, but that's only natural. We have 4, 8. Oh man, these are 20, 5, 2, and 20 and 28. Oh, she will have the same problem as the other Duchess, that she slows down really, really slowly. But that's okay. Again, this ship is more of a ship that is able to jump, and we we should still be able to get a good distance out of the jump drives. When it comes to jump drives, I think we still have a maximum jump distance of 24,000 kilometers. Still, although the ship is loaded up with two more ships, all the ores, all the ingots, and a lot more weight than the first time we brought in the jump drives. So that's a neat thing. Let us go into that room and take a look how I always forget to switch off the signals. That's a neat thing. I've found that, and I don't know if that's new or if I just find it. The being able to switch off all the signals around me is a godsend, I would say. Yeah, that's neat. That's neat. And we can open this up. I need to move the gravity generator. Maybe I can move it a bit more back, and then we have a nice open space to experiment with a new nanite module. We need to find a better solution for the nanite module, I think, and make it neater. Will happen over time, so I'm happy that we finally the ship should be airtight now completely. So one thing I will do over the time now is not over time, over the next days, is take out at least the airlocks that lead to the front. This one will stay, and the one in the complete in the one far to the front will also stay, and the one to the hangar, I think. But we can remove this one, for example, and this one will maybe stay too. Maybe I can make it look a bit nicer. Again, remove a bit of the smoothness. That will happen here. A lot of gyros, and I'm not sure if that's enough. Good, people, but I think that's all for today. I hope you liked the episode. If you did, then please leave a like on the video. That helps me out. Think about what I said about comments and unsubscribing and all that stuff. If you have something to say, then leave me a comment, and I hope to see you in the next episode. See ya, guys.